Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Maricha tried to install some sense into Ravana. He tried to explain to Ravana that Sri Rama is a great person. Sri Rama is Vigrahavan Dharma. He actually says Rama Vigrahavan Dharma. We saw how he tried to put as much pressure as possible on Ravana, and he tried to dissuade Ravana from doing Sita Apaharana. Now, the way a person who is about to die would refuse medicine, that essentially means it's written on his fate that he's going to die. So there might be a very, very good-hearted doctor who is coming there and saying, no, please take this medicine, it will save your life. But then that man is adamantly rejecting and saying, no, this medicine is not going to help me. I'm going to be all right. But then he dies in a few minutes after that. Similarly, Ravana is now thinking that he is all powerful and he can do whatever he wants, and hence he is not ready to even listen to what Maricha has to say. Maricha has told everything that he could tell till now, and now look at how Ravana is talking. Maharshi is saying, Tam Padyahita Bhaktaram Maricham Rakshasadipah Abravit Purusham Vakyam Ayuktam Kalachoditaha. Kalachoditaha is the key word here. So, Kala Choditha means one who is pushed by the time. The clock is ticking for Ravana. He would either ways convince Maricha that they both are going to go ahead with the Sita Apaharana. And the moment Ravana does Sita Apaharana, he doesn't even live for a year. So the countdown starts for Ravana as such. So now this Ravana, who is being pushed into a bad direction by the time, he is now saying, I will not even listen to you. यत्की लैतदयुक्तार्थं मारीचमैकध्यते वाक्यं निष्फलमत्यर्थं uktam bijamivoshare. O Maricha, you are talking so many things, but it's all those words of yours are like the seeds that are sown in an unfertile soil. So Ravana is indirectly telling who he is in this shloka directly, and he's saying Tvadvakyerna Tumam Sikyam Bhetu Ramasya Samyuge Papaseelasya Murkhasya Manushasya Visheshataha. Now he is accusing Rama of as a person who has got Papa Swabhava, who has got a sinful character. And he is saying Rama is a Murkha, and he is also saying, forget all that stuff. Rama is a ordinary being. Rama is a Manava Matra. And you are talking so many things about him, and let me tell you, all these things are not going to make me afraid. I am ready for a war. I am ready for a final war. Yes, tyaktva sufurdo rajyam mataram pitaram tha strivakyam prakrutam srutva vanameka padegataha. So this is a very, very important shloka. This is the shloka 5 in the 40th sarga of Aranyakanda. Many people who blame Rama, who evilize Ravana, thinking that he was a great person, his behavior with the woman was great, and all that stuff, they should actually read this shloka multiple times. Here Ravana is saying Rama is murkha because he left. Yes, tyaktva. Yaha means that person, means that's referring to Rama. Tyaktva means he has left. What did he leave? Suhrudo. Suhruda means friends. Rajyam mataram pitaram tadha. So he left the mother, he left the father, he left the kingdom. And why did he do all this stuff? He did all this stuff on the basis of Strivakyam Prakrutam. So he left all this based on a woman's word. Ravana is saying, this Sri Ramachandra, he is not a person with a great intellect. Why? He left this entire kingdom just on a woman's name, just because a woman asked for something. So look at how he is degrading women here in the first place. Okay, in this context, we all know whatever Kaikeyi did was not proper, but then he is not saying, Dushtastri Vakyam or anything. He is not saying Kaikeyi Vakyam or anything. He is saying just for a woman's word. So he is as such showing his derogatory attitude towards entire women folk. So anyone who is a lover of women rights, who call themselves as women activists, probably should think twice before they say so, before they go ahead and praise Ravana, because these are Ravana's actual words regarding woman, and he is calling Rama a Murkha just because he went to the forest based on the wishes of a woman. Avasyam tu maya tasya samyuge kharakhatinah pranai pretara Sita hartavya tav sannithau. So he's saying, and he has done a bad thing for me. He has killed Khara, so I'll take the revenge by taking away something which is dear to him than his life, which is Sita. He is saying, Evam me nishchita buddhir hrudi maricha vartate navyavartaitum sekya senaindrapi surasuraih. So even if all the gods come together, I am not going to change this decision. I have taken my decision. I am going ahead with my decision. And dosham gunam va samprishtam tvamevam vaktumarhasi apayam vapyupayam va karyasyasya vinishchaye. And now he is directly deriding Maricha. He is saying, I did not ask you whether my decision is correct or not. I asked you to help me implement my decision, and since I have not asked you to validate my decision, you automatically do not have any right to comment regarding my decision. Now look at this sort of attitude that Ravana is showing, and till now we have seen many people in Ramayana, and you would have by now realized that no one has showed this bad attitude till now, and it's all being done by Ravana and Ravana alone. Samprishtena tu vaktavyam sachivena vipaschita udyatanjalina rajye ye icched bhutimatmanaha. So any minister who is intelligent and any minister who wants his personal growth, he should not go against the king, and he should always, whenever a king asks for something, this minister should tie his hands together and with a lot of humility give the answer to the king. That's what Ravana is saying. Vakyam pratikulam tu mridupurvam hitam subham upacharena yuktam cha vaktavyo vasudhatipaha. The minister should talk to the king in a way that he is not negating the king's thoughts. He should always be very soft in speech. He should always speak about good things that are going to happen, and he should always have a lot of humility. Savamardham tu yadvakyam maricha hitamuchyate nabhinandati tadraja manarho manavarjitam. O Maricha, even whatever a minister speaks, the word or the sentence might be a great sentence, but the king will not like it if that is not told with due respect to the king, and if the line is going against the king's thought process. And he is also saying a king will have 5 Devata Shaktis in him. He'll have the Shakti of Agni, the Shakti of Indra, the Shakti of Chandra, the Shakti of Varuna, and the Shakti of Yama. So the king has got all these 5 Shaktis in him. So Agni here refers to heat. A king would always be having a lot of thoughts in his mind, so it's natural that he'll have a lot of heat in his body. Second thing is Parakrama. Indra represents Parakrama, and then Chandra represents Saumyata, because you go and sit in moonlight for some time, you will feel extremely recharged. Chandra is, the light from Chandra also is very, very tender, and it's very, very good. So that's Saumyatva. And then it's Yamaraja who represents the Danda Shakti, and Varuna represents the water is always cool and pacifying, right? So the Prasannatva. So all the 5 are there in a king is what Ravana is saying. So all these are there in me also. So if you are going against me, you are actually going against the Devata Shaktis is what he is saying. And now he is saying, Asmin stutvam mahakrutye sahayam kartumarhasi srunu tatkarma sahaye etkaryam vachananmava. Forget all this discussion now, O Maricha. There is only one thing that I am looking from you. You better help me. He is now becoming very, very direct in what he is saying. You better help me. Now I am telling you what you are supposed to do. You immediately become a nice deer. Sauvarnastam mrugo bhutva chitro rajtabinduhi ashrame tasya ramasya sitayah pramukhechara pralobhetva vaidehim yatheshtam gantumarhasi. So you should become like a golden deer which has got bright silver spots on it. Okay, the whole body should resemble and radiate like gold, and the spots on it should be made of silver. You would have to go to Sri Ramachandra's ashrama in Panchavati, roam in front of Sita Devi, roam till she gets interested in the deer, and once you realize that she is interested, then quickly run away from that place. The moment Sita sees you, she will ask Sri Ramachandra to get that deer quickly. Sri Ramachandra would come out of the Parnashala. From there, you start running, and after some time, all of a sudden, in the voice of Sri Rama, you shout Ha Sita and Ha Lakshmana, and then Lakshmana would be pushed by Sita for the rescue of Rama. Everybody would think that Rama is in trouble, and when Lakshmana also goes out, I will quickly go and take away Sita from that place, and you also make a quick escape. And once you make the escape, and when you are back to me, I will give you 50% of my kingdom. And this way, O Maricha, without even firing a single arrow, I will win the war against Sri Rama. Nachet karoshi Maricha hanvit pamahavadhyavai etat karyam avasyam me baladavi karishyasi rajnyo hi pratikulasto najata sukhamete. And Maricha, if you are not accepting my proposal, if you are not ready to do the task that I am asking you to do, I am going to kill you right away. And remember, if I want you to do this, I can put a lot of pressure, enormous pressure on you, and still get this done. So don't go till there. Listen to my words. Come and help me. And finally, I'm telling this, oh Maricha, asadyatam जीवित संशयस्ते मृत्युर्ध्रुवो ह्यद्यमया विरुध्य एतत् यथा वत्प्रति गृह्य बुद्ध्या यदत्र पद्यम कुरु तत्तथात्वम. So he's saying, if you go to Sri Ramachandra, you might die or you might not die. But if you are rejecting my words, I am going to kill you right away. So think about this carefully and make your decision. This is what Ravana says. Now Maricha, he is shocked by the turn of the events, and he finally is still trying to instill some sense into Ravana. Now in our next episode, we'll see what Maricha is going to say about this. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om sarvam satvi sai smarasvam charanarvindarpanastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.